You don't pay the rules, you think? Yeah, wow. That's the problem.
Good evening, family and friends. Good evening, family and friends. Welcome to our fall band concert. It's great to have you here tonight. Thank you for coming out to support our students and our programs. On behalf of the Board of Education and our music department, it's my honor and pleasure as Superintendent of Schools to welcome you here tonight. Tonight you are going to hear from almost 900 students. And they're going to play a number of selections that are guaranteed to get your feet tapping and your fingers snapping. We're going to start with Lineville Intermediate School. You're going to hear from our 5th and 6th grade band tonight. And then we're going to go to Bayview Middle School where you'll hear from our 7th and 8th grade bands. And then we'll culminate at the end of the evening with the best band in the land, the Bayport High School Marching Band. Rumor has it that at the end of the evening, all of the groups will be playing together, so you're not going to want to miss it. Enjoy the program, and please join me now in welcoming Lineville Principal, Mr. Phil Hart.
First of all, let me thank you all for being here. I think it's wonderful to see this much community support for the band and for our arts programs. I want to introduce you first to our 5th grade band. You should know a little bit about how band at Lineville operates. Our bands rehearse in 12 separate classes. What you are witnessing tonight is the first time ever that they've played together. So hold on, it should be interesting. Our teachers for band are Mr. Andy Zipper and Mrs. Sue Zipper, who do a fantastic job of getting our kids out. I love this concert because our 5th graders and our 6th graders get to see where they're going to be headed in the next several years, and I think the progress that you're going to witness tonight is really outstanding. So, our 5th grade band has only been playing their instruments for about 6 weeks, and they're going to be performing 2 selections tonight. An entertaining musical story that was written by Mr. Zipper, not necessarily the music, but the story it was. And they're going to finish with Roadrunner Rock. So, here is our 5th grade band. I'm going to actually be your narrator for this lovely story, and I'm going to kick it off for you. This is the story of Mary's Lamb, a story of sheer determination. This is the story of a girl named Mary and her unusual pet. One drizzly, cloudy day, a young girl named Mary decided to walk to her aunt's house. Fortunately, she brought an umbrella because when she was only halfway there, it started raining very hard. It wasn't exactly raining cats and dogs, more like ducks and chickens. As you can tell, it was foul weather. You can applaud, it's okay. Mary hurried and finally reached her aunt's house. Her aunt lived alone and managed a small farm all by herself. I guess you could say she was independent. Pause for groans. Her nickname was Aunt Rhody. Rhody was in her barn caring for her sheep. She greeted Mary warmly. She told Mary she was glad to see her because she wanted Mary to choose a present. Christmas was just around the corner. Mary's brother had a cat, and she wanted a pet of her own. Aunt Rhody, who was quite a joker, offered Mary a large spider for a pet. She explained that modern spiders are easy to communicate with since they use the World Wide Web. Mary hated spiders and bad puns, so she said no. She looked outside and saw some robins hopping about looking for worms. Mary decided a bird would not work with her brother's cat in the house. She asked Aunt Rhody if a rabbit might work because it could be kept outside in a cage. Her aunt frowned and told her rabbit cages should not be kept in the hot sun. Nobody wants to have hot cross bunnies. Mary looked at Aunt Rhody's sheep and asked if a lamb would be hard to care for. Aunt Rhody explained they needed to be fleeced. Their wool had to be trimmed at a special place called a baba shop. Mary decided to choose a lamb for a pet, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it came to be that Mary had a little lamb. All's wool that ends wool.